Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Thurston, the Bachelorette star, has been through a lot in recent years. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in February. The devastating diagnosis came just months after she lost a court battle with her alleged rapist. The reality personality confessed in June 2024 that she had been raped months before. Katie became dissatisfied with the legal system after the DA declined to press charges. And then she discovered a lump in her breast. She went to the doctor to have it checked, assuming it was nothing. Unfortunately, it was found to be stage 4 breast cancer, which had spread to her liver. She's been releasing all of this information via the Instagram broadcast account she founded. In her most recent update, she candidly admitted to crying following her most recent doctor visit. Continue reading to find out what occurred. Thurston was taken aback by the news that her cancer had progressed to her liver. She was residing in California at the time of her diagnosis. Her doctors there informed her that it was stage 3. She discovered this after moving to New York City with her new husband, Jeff. The physicians determined that her cancer was stage 4 and had spread to her liver. The Bachelorette star revealed to her followers that she intends to get a full mastectomy when the malignant lumps in her breast are removed. Her doctors, however, encouraged her to focus on treating the liver cancer first. Thurston hopes to treat liver cancer with a non-invasive method known as histotripsy. However, she has put all decisions regarding how to battle cancer on hold for the time being. Why? She has said multiple times that she would get a scan on July 7 to determine whether or not the cancer treatment she is now receiving is effective. She is taking oral medications and hormone blockers on a monthly basis. If the treatment isn't working, doctors may have to switch gears and employ standard chemotherapy to combat the malignancy. She will know more next month. In the interim, Thurston wants to ensure that she is cancer-free in other parts of her body. She mentioned on social media that she was going back to the doctor this week to have her skin checked. In a lengthy broadcast message, she stated that the physicians had sent 2 spots to be biopsied. She won't know the outcome for several days. Thurston has done her best to maintain a brave demeanor during her cancer treatment. However, in a sensitive moment, she revealed that she was unable to hold back tears during the skin examination. In an honest post, she said the skin exam reminded her of her first breast exam. Her spouse was on a comedy tour in Europe, so she had to go to the skin checkup alone. He had postponed it after she was diagnosed. She stated in another post that he will be returning in time for her test next month. Thurston stated that she attempted to keep the tears from falling but was unable. When the medical staff tried to console her, she joked that she had been through worse. But she said that they did not share her dark sense of humor. The Bachelorette star eventually gained control of her emotions. She stated that she assured the medical personnel that she was optimistic despite her tears. "We aren't discussing my spots anymore. We are talking about cancer. I'll be fine," she concluded the update. Thurston, the outspoken and once vibrant star of The Bachelorette, never imagined that her life would take such a dark and complex turn. After years in the public eye, dating under the scrutiny of reality TV fans, building her career as a content creator and comedian, and advocating for survivors, Katie had faced her share of challenges. But nothing prepared her for the emotional landslide that would come in 2024. It all began with a devastating blow that didn't make tabloid headlines immediately. Months before her cancer diagnosis, Katie had bravely come forward about a sexual assault that had occurred in late 2023. She shared her story publicly in June 2024 after a harrowing legal battle had quietly concluded in frustration and heartbreak. The district attorney had declined to prosecute the case, citing insufficient evidence despite Katie's testimony and emotional scars. Though she'd hoped for justice, Katie found herself crushed by the weight of a legal system that often fails survivors. Her social media presence shifted during this time. She posted less frequently and appeared more subdued when she did. Longtime fans could tell something had changed. In February 2025, as she was beginning to rebuild her sense of safety, Katie discovered a lump in her left breast. Initially, she chalked it up to hormonal fluctuations or stress, both of which had been constant companions over the past year. But a nagging sense of unease led her to book an appointment with a doctor in Los Angeles. She went alone. By then, she'd already grown tired of being vulnerable in front of others. The diagnosis came swiftly and without sugarcoating: breast cancer. Stage 3. Malignant. Her world stopped. As if the unresolved trauma of her assault hadn't been enough to contend with, Katie now faced a literal battle for her life. The cancer had been silently growing while she was preoccupied with court proceedings and emotional recovery. Worse still, because it was relatively advanced, the treatment plan would be aggressive. Katie, now married to stand-up comedian Jeff Arcuri, found herself grappling with how to break the news to him. Their relationship, built on humor, trust, and shared vulnerability, had blossomed quietly and swiftly. They had eloped the previous summer in a small ceremony in Malibu, choosing to forego the spectacle that had surrounded Katie's Bachelorette season. But marriage is tested in ways that love stories rarely predict. The cancer diagnosis, followed by the realization that it had spread to her liver, was the ultimate test. Jeff, who had recently embarked on a comedy tour across Europe, flew home immediately after Katie's tearful call. In a quiet moment captured only by Katie's words on her private Instagram broadcast channel, she wrote, "He didn't hesitate. I cried, he held me, and then we laughed. That's how we always cope. He makes the room brighter, even when it's dark inside me." But the darkness was real. After moving to New York City for what they thought would be a fresh start, a new apartment in Soho, a dog they rescued named Milo, and plans for Katie to launch her one-woman comedy show, Katie's condition worsened. Her new oncologist delivered the revised diagnosis: stage 4 breast cancer, with confirmed metastasis to the liver. The news stunned her. What she thought had been a localized battle was now a systemic war. She took to her broadcast account to share her evolving journey. "It's not just the breast anymore," she wrote. "It's in my liver. And yet, I still thought I could control everything. I thought if I just kept going, kept smiling, I could outpace it. But cancer doesn't care how strong you are." Her posts were vulnerable and real, attracting thousands of supporters but also bringing the occasional cruel comment from skeptics and trolls. Katie, no stranger to criticism, chose not to engage. Instead, she focused on documenting her journey for those who needed it: other women facing cancer, survivors of trauma, and anyone learning how to survive when their own body betrays them. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.